Hello everybody, it's Joel from Silver Arrow Cars, and we're here with another video and another beautiful German engineered car. This is a 1994 Porsche 911 Jubili. So this was a 30th anniversary car for Porsche, 30th anniversary of the 911, and this was a rest of world market car. So this was a car that unfortunately never made it to the United States. Never made it to Canada. This was rest of world market only. So this car was one of 77 cars delivered in Switzerland during the production run of 94 into the early stages, I believe, of 95, or sorry, late 93 into 94. So one of 77 cars delivered to Switzerland, and one of 834 left-hand drive 911 Jubili cars. So I believe there's another 60 built that were right-hand drive, making the total production, from what I understand, is 894 vehicles produced in the Jubili. This car is finished in what is a stunning and very original color called Viola Metallic. Viola Metallic is very rarely seen. I haven't seen it on any other car other than these Jubili cars or Jahre cars. Not all cars were finished in the Viola Metallic. I believe when they started building these cars, dealers, mostly in Europe, started calling into Porsche and saying that we need other color options. So I believe it was also available in Amethyst and Polar Silver Metallic. I think it makes the biggest statement in the Viola Metallic, and I think in current today in 2020, people are looking for more interesting colors. We see it in the GT cars from Porsche, we see it in the GT cars from Mercedes, and a lot of other manufacturers. So very, very cool and very current for today in 2020, but just a very cool and very original color for a very cool and very original car. We've had this car in our collection for a number of years with a very fastidious owner, and the car was brought over to North America, I believe 5 years ago, and at that time it was in very good condition, but he's a very I would say almost OCD fella and wanted the car in as best possible condition as it possibly could be. And so we had Coachworks here in Victoria, British Columbia. This is a company that we do a lot of 300 SL Gullwing, 300 SL Roadsters, Lamborghini Miura we sold earlier this year. Those cars, they've done all the restoration on those cars, and he commissioned Coachworks to do a full repaint on this car. So the paint is immaculate across the entire car. It's been to Porsche, had servicing done. It sits on its original tires, I believe. Not original tires, sorry. They're older tires from 2008 with basically no usage. The car has 64,000 kilometers, which is outstanding mileage for a car like this. It does sit on cup style wheels. These are the magnesium wheels that you'd see on, say, an RS, which we just sold a little while ago. These are a cup style wheel alloy. So I'm going to come in closer to the car after. I think probably we should just show you a little bit more angle of that color and the purple hitting just right in the sun here. It's just stunning. A lot of people, when they see this car in person, they see it up on the rack, they think it's actually black, and then the light hits it just right, and then they start to get it. So these cars, they were first to be built in Viola Metallic, and they're all finished with a Rubicon gray full leather interior. That was one of the options specifically for the Jubili. So the entire full leather interior is Rubicon gray, which accents very nicely the Viola Metallic on the exterior. So here we go. Let's just get a little bit closer. I'm going to give you a better idea of the condition of the car and get up really close here and just show you how perfect and well the car was refinished. So headlights, all very, very good condition, original from what I understand. The marker lights and fogs, all in really great condition here on the corner. The entire nose virtually completely free of any road deterioration or degradation. Just perfect. As I said, when the car was commissioned for its full repaint at Coachworks here in Victoria, British Columbia, the car has basically just been a collection piece the entire time. So it's driven to keep the seals moist, but not a whole ton. So there will be no opportunities for chips and damage. Just looking across the wheels were refinished by Greens in Vancouver. Probably one of the best refinishers of wheels. You can just see in through the fender wells. It's just perfect. And I believe we'll include the underside photos. The underside of this car is insanely perfect. It's just very, very impressive. So we just washed it and just brought it out. All the seals around the windows, the windshield wipers. I mean, this car is in extremely good condition. So typically if we're going over a car with really high mileage or has been well used, there's a lot of pieces to point out, and there's a lot of stuff to talk about. But on this car specifically, really not much. There's that special badging. You'll see it again on the interior. So 911 30 Jahre 30-year special badging. It's in a titanium color that also exists on the interior, so we'll get to that as well. As I said, paint is just perfect everywhere. So let's just climb into the interior here. That sound is just so Porsche. That almost rings like a bell when you open the door, and that click when you release it is just addictive. So the Rubicon gray leather has a bit of a purple tinge to it. It works so well with that exterior viola metallic. In the back here, you'll see that special embroidery of 911 in the carpets, and then there's another plaque that really cool, almost kind of reminds me of what BMW did with the 2002 badging on the fronts of their 2002 turbos, so in a rear view mirror you'd read it correctly. It's done the same here, so the driver can see that plaque on the back that reads correctly when looking at it through the rear view mirror. 3.6 liter power plant, same as the other C4s. It's got the Rubicon gray dials as well. Like I said, full leather interior, so even the dash is done, as well as the airbag cover. Power seats, heated seats, both work. The leather is in extremely good condition on both seats, sorry. Bolsters, nothing to really speak of at all. If you look up the side of the seat there, it's just immaculate. Door latch, still nice and catted, in great shape there. The door panels and the carpet in the door panels, the hinges are great for the pockets. Power windows work properly, just as they should. These cars are so fun to drive. I imagine if you're watching this auction and thinking about buying this car, you've driven something like this generation of Porsche before, but They're so much fun to drive. You're so connected. And the wide body in these early 911s is just so cool. Dash is in really great shape. There's no shrinkage. Switzerland and then Canada here as climates for keeping a car are very forgiving. The right amount of moisture in the air, no extreme temperatures. Let's go to the engine compartment. Just extremely tidy in here. Again, you can see all the original componentry and brackets, hoses, connections. All the catting is in extremely good condition. Pulleys, same thing. Just really, really impressive to see cars kept in this condition. Very cool car. So unique, so cool. The fact that they weren't available in North America, any Porsche nut knows they're looking at something special, but a lot of the times they don't exactly know what they are looking at. And we usually have to explain to people. But being that it was supposed to be a 911 production run, there was, like I said, the 964 built, and then there were some other wide body coupes that came to North America, but they were not these Jubilees. They weren't badged the same. Technically they aren't the same car. So by my account, 894 built for the world in the 1994 model year. It does have all of its original tools. See, as the light comes down and the sun's starting to tuck away behind the clouds, the color becomes darker. So there's the original tool kit. Looks like everything is there. And the underhood badge. It shows VIN and option codes. And then just look in some of the crannies here and the work done by Coachworks. Very hard to tell that the car was even painted. Another chassis tag. What a cool car. Try and get in behind there. And there's your color code. Space saver spare. Looks like there's some gloves and other documentation there. Well, those will show up in the pictures as I don't have the hands to get at them. And I'll just swing you around to the passenger side. Nothing really to show you here, but just want to show you, as I was saying, the condition in which everything in this car is in. Just phenomenal. We had this car sitting in our showroom, sitting beside a 92 RS, and what a cool comparison between the two cars. A lot of similar look between the two. Of course, this is a wide body and an RS is not, but just a very fun car to drive. Very cool, very limited production. Love the cup style wheels. The color is very unique. Of course, it has the European lights, clear markers on the corners. Just a really cool, very special car, very limited production. I think you roll up to a Cars and Coffee or a Porsche meet in anywhere in the US or up here in Canada or anywhere, and a lot of people are going to be asking what it is you're driving. And it's a very fun, very interesting story to tell people the specifics of these cars. I wish I had a lift. I could put it up on the lift for you, but very impressive. Very confident in this car. It needs to go to a great home, somewhere where it's going to be enjoyed. With 64,000 kilometers, it gives you room that you can drive it and enjoy it without ruining value, but still very collectible. If you have any questions, please reach out to us. My name is Joel. Talk to Tim or Joel. Silver Arrow Cars Limited. Find us on the internet. You can find us on Instagram. Thank you very much for watching our video. Thank you very much for checking us out, and happy driving.